I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bullet beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
He's at 53! Come on. Hey, go 66!
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Come on now, let's go!
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 26-yard line.
Reset. 19. 27. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second and goal, Watson, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
What do you want?
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 34. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
17 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into the... And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Go. Two times. Four down. Check. Four down.
He may try and run for this. But he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first down carry now for Miller. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
We're set. 19. 27. Check.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a... Seven-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking deep for Hilton. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Texans 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
They'll run on first down. Miller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he finds Stills, complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Watson. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
That's what I do. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Time to go.
The final shot before the break. Watson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, I got him. That's me. Hey, no, look, we got him. Hey, 31. Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's get them home. Hey, alert. Watch the twits. Watch the twits.
Watson now going to run the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Here we go, G. Hustle.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Carry now for Lamar Miller. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the run. Mike 50. Mike 59. Tight down. There you go. Time to go.
On 2nd and 7, Watson rolling to his right. Johnson's got it complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they browsed the quarterbacks out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. To the air yet again. Watson steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Watson escaping the pressure right. It's complete. Stills. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
19, 29.
Watson operating from the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check motion. On three. Motion. Mike 27. 24. Here we go. Let's go.
Watson looks to throw again. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mike 27, Mike.
To throw is Watson from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow. Here we go.
And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Here's Brady to throw.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st down, Brady
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Watch the screen, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Switch, switch, switch! 50 white!
To throw again, Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on first down, Brady. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Bravo!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's brought down. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is catch it behind you because they run.
Take it. Mike 27. 27. Watch the out. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Haywood. Mike 27. Mike 27. 31. Another touchdown.
On first down, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Anthony Walker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Check. 24. Mike 50. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike 24.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
You're set. 19. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 19. Showing up. Kill. 19. Down and go.
Watson now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 seconds. 19. 24. Check tight. Check tight. 9 go.
Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
From the 50, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he finds Stills, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score. The extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They run with Hines. Nifty move. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Here we go. 59, 59. It's just me and you. Hey, alert. It's just me and you.
Now Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, Hines, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. First throw of overtime for Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, it's Hines. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Quick throw here to Hilton. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Wait, that slide 20. 51. Too low, regular.
From the 35 on second down. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And the Texans scoop it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Colts, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.